Montreal, site of tonight's Red Wings-Canadiens game. Nicklas Lidstrom will not be at the Bell Center tonight. The Detroit captain is out with the flu. But when healthy, the 41-year-old has played some of the finest hockey of his career. And now it's our pleasure to take you behind the scenes with the 7-time Norris Trophy winner in NHL 36, Nicklas Lidstrom.
It's through numbers that he's carved his legend. 20 seasons, 7 Norris trophies, 4 Stanley Cups. But in the middle of his 20th season, a different set of numbers is staring Nicklas Lidstrom of the Detroit Red Wings unforgivingly in the face. He's 41 years old, and he has to play 2 games in 2 cities in the next 36 hours.
I got it!
Nicklas Lidstrom and the art and science of the back-to-back on NHL 36. It's Monday morning, just outside of Detroit.
What's it at?
A little past 8 a.m.
Så, lägg där i.
And a familiar scene is unfolding at the home of Nicklas Lidstrom.
All right, ready? All right, let's go. All right, here's good, Lucas. Don't forget this bag. Have a good day in school. Mom's gonna pick you up, okay? All right, see you later. Well, it's Monday morning. I just dropped my son off at school. I got a game tonight. We're actually playing back-to-back, so we're playing at home tonight against Buffalo, and then we're flying out right after the game, go to Dallas, play Dallas. I'll be playing a lot of hockey with travel. It'll be a fun 36 hours.
At Joe Louis Arena in downtown Detroit, icons of the Red Wings' storied past gaze down upon the club's present incarnation in their dressing room. This year's team is flirting with its own slice of history, as a win tonight against Buffalo would be their 15th straight at home and set a franchise record. At 9:30 a.m., the man Sports Illustrated named the NHL Player of the Last Decade arrives at the arena for the morning skate, just as he has for the last 20 years.
Morning. Morning. Morning, Ken. Yeah, I haven't really started thinking about is this my last trip down to the Joe or my last season playing hockey. I've been trying to push that aside. Morning, guys.
Hello. Morning. Hello. How you doing? Good.
I've been gone. Kind of wait until the end of the season to get those thoughts in my head and then start thinking like that.
Oh.
Morning, guys.
It's a long day before the puck drops, but preparations of mind, body, and spirit are well underway for the contest against the Sabres. The first game of the Red Wings back-to-back.
Well, it's the day of the first game. We have an optional skate, so Larry Murphy once told me exercise your option when you have a chance, so I'm taking a bike ride this morning instead of going on the ice. Get a little sweat going on the bike, kind of get the legs moving a little bit in the morning, and then come back here again for that game. So I think it's more of a mental part. Try to fool yourself a little bit that you got more left in the tank and you're more eager to go when the pucks drop tonight.
He does the same thing every day. Like his routine. I think every guy in his team can tell you exactly what he's going to do every day. His work ethic, I think, is probably what separates him. So it doesn't matter how great a season he has, you know, he doesn't rest on his laurels, I guess you could say, ever. So that allows him to be as consistent as he's been. We joke that he's the perfect human.
For Nick Lidstrom, the perfect human, perfection is pursued through the precision of ritual, inside the arena and beyond it.
Oh, you paid last time, huh?
Before every home game, he eats lunch with teammate Thomas Holmstrom at the same restaurant, at the same table, and orders the same thing.
I'm gonna have my Caesar salad, spaghetti, half palomino, half meat sauce, and chicken on the side.
At 4:15 p.m. after a nap back at home,
You guys got any homework today, or do you? All right, gotta get to it.
he says goodbye to his family.
I gotta get going. See you guys Friday, okay? See you soon.
At 4:25, Holmstrom swings by to drive him to the game. But not before a regular coffee stop.
Thank you.
That sees Lidstrom always order the same tall mocha. By 5:15, the pair arrives back at the arena,
Hello, good, how are you?
with Lidstrom always taking a detour underneath the stands on his way to the dressing room.
I don't call it superstitions because if we lose or if I don't play well, I still stick with the same routine. And I think it's just a way for me to prepare for the game. When I step on the ice, I feel ready. I feel ready to go, and that's why I'll continue to do it.
Myself and my teammates have a lot of respect for the game, and I think you have to have. If you play at this level, you can't think you're bigger than the game or thinking that I'm a superstar. The game is still the biggest thing.
In the team's video room, Red Wings coach Mike Babcock has his own routine.
And you want to start with Stewie, Emmerich, no, right to Ian.
One that is the envy of every coach in the NHL. On his lineup card each night, Babcock gets to write the name and number of one of the greatest to ever play the game.
I think the number one most impressive thing about Nick Lidstrom is the kind of man he is. And when you see him around his family, when you see him around his teammates, when you see him in the community, how can anybody that good be that humble?
Hank Mule, Crunner.
A lot of people are asking, how come you're still playing?
There we go, Pat, here we go. Let's get going, boys.
The bottom line is I love playing hockey. Love going out there in front of 20,000 people and playing and, having a chance to win another game.
Nick Lidstrom hits the ice 11 hours into his 36-hour journey. Game one of his back-to-back is moments away. Shortly after 7:30 p.m. in Detroit, the puck drops for Nick Lidstrom and the Red Wings against the Sabres.
Hey, Howard! Hey, yeah! A shot, hot stop, rebound, Howard, great save! They can't bang it in! If he's swinging your side, you're back in the middle.
In the opening game of their back-to-back, the Red Wings have two linked objectives: to win the game and to conserve as much energy as possible doing so.
Here's a turnover.
There it is. Come on, Hank.
Zetterberg scores!
These back-to-backs are tough. I don't care who you are, and they got to be way tougher when you're 41. The best way is to jump on the other team early and make sure everyone gets on the ice and share the workload.
Datsuk getting one ahead. Franz, and he's in the clear. Scores! And it's 2-0.
Boy, the Red Wings strike like a cobra.
Detroit's 2-0 lead leaves Buffalo scrambling. And just before the first period ends, the Red Wings captain takes matters into his own hands.
Bertuzzi to the front of the goal. Lidstrom scores!
And I don't think it matters if you're 10 years old or if you're my age. I think you still appreciate scoring goals. You still have fun scoring goals. That's what the game is all about.
It's 3-0. 17 seconds left in the first.
Boy, that goal is going to hurt Buffalo.
Lidstrom's goal punctuates the dominating period.
Away, Nick.
But his work continues in the dressing room.
Keep working down low, boys. Hang on to that puck down there.
The captain reminding his teammates that for success to follow the next night, it's crucial to quickly close things out on this night.
Here we go, Claire's. Come on, Phil.
He is special, and we all know it. He is the best player every night for us. If you're on the right spot, you will have the puck on your tape in a matter of seconds.
Bertuzzi scores!
He's always at least one play, if not two plays ahead of the next guy, which is allowing him to be so good out there. I'm not quite sure I could play this level when I get past 40.
I believe in sports there's tons of stars, but to be a superstar, you have to have soul. You have to have something that makes the people around you better. If you talk to the NHL players and you ask them who they respect the most, I think it'd be hard for you to find a name more often than Nick Lidstrom.
By the end of the second period, the game is all but out of reach. The lead will allow Lidstrom to rest his 41-year-old legs. He'll play just 18.5 minutes in the game, a season low. But while the captain spends much of the third period on the bench,
Get back!
for another group of Red Wings employees, the evening is just ramping up. It takes a veritable army to move a hockey village.
There we go.
The man in charge for Detroit is equipment manager Paul Boyer.
Let's go.
As the game proceeds, Boyer and his team must get 3,400 pounds of gear prepped and ready for the flight to Dallas.
I know one thing. Doesn't leave without me.
They will, however, be leaving quickly.
That'll work, boys.
Just 41 minutes after helping set a franchise record for consecutive home wins, Lidstrom heads out the door and off to the airport.
Take it easy.
The destination, Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, 70.
70 degrees down there?
Yeah, 70 tomorrow too. Wow. So, you bring the sun blocker? Oh yeah.
Life on the road is often referred to as the grind. But for Lidstrom and the Red Wings, the grind comes with no shortage of amenities. Chief among them, the team plane that makes for pleasurable flights. Even if victories remain, the biggest guarantor of comfort.
That was a good win. It makes it a little easier flying down to Dallas after a win.
I thought they were better than us at the start, but I thought they were disheartened by the last 2 minutes of the first period, and then we scored 2 nice goals and the game was over. If you're us and you're playing again tonight, it's a perfect game for you. You had the game over in a hurry, and we never played anybody any minutes.
We're about halfway down to Dallas, 30,000 feet, and just had dinner on the plane and kind of just hanging out, resting, and some of the guys are watching movies, and some of the guys are on internet, just kind of relaxing before we get in and you know, go to bed.
And it worked.
We're all tired getting off that plane. We're all kind of dragging our feet. So it's nice once you get here to kind of just crash. We all know that, you know, we're playing the next night, so we all got to go get to bed and get our sleep and get ready for that next game.
18 hours after he started his day by dropping his son at school, Nick Lidstrom heads to sleep.
All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Good night.
Now halfway through his back-to-back. "9 a.m. in Dallas, and Nicklas Lidstrom is 24 hours into his back-to-back test.
That was good. Good sleep. Went by quick, though. It's a quick turnaround to get up here this morning again, but that's what happens when you play back-to-back.
For the Red Wings captain, the road brings its own set of carefully practiced rituals.
I like to do this kind of the same routine before games. I still try to get up in the morning, go have breakfast, maybe go for a walk or do something instead of just laying in bed, because I know if I stay in bed, I'm going to be sluggish in that first period or so.
I'll have a bowl of oatmeal with sliced bananas and skim milk, 3 eggs over easy with wheat toast.
One of the greatest things Nick Lidstrom does, in my opinion, is being a good pro is doing the same simple thing over and over and over again. A lot of really good players still are bored to death with the process, and he's found a way to enjoy it.
I have a great occupation. I love what I do, but you know, you're gonna have some downside with it too, and that's, you know, being away from the family and the kids. You know, you're gonna miss some of their hockey games or some of their things they have going on in school. You want to be there for help out with their homework. So sometimes it's hard when you know you're gonna be away for a long period of time.
once I get on that bus, I'm going to start thinking more about the game and start focusing more. We haven't played as well on the road as we've done at home, and that's something we want to change. We know Dallas played last night, so we can't be, thinking that they're going to have a head start on us. They're going to be tired as well. We're going to look at their power play, their penalty killing, their system, how they're playing. We're going to break it down, and that's something the coaches will have, all ready for us.
I've showed you guys this clip before, but it's another good example. We come up, Nick comes up with good speed here. In this case, they were pushing from our right side. Pavel gets in the middle of the ice, attacks it, gets clear here on the outside, then we finish our routes good, right up to the top with a good net presence and a shot right away.
I always think the other team's dangerous. They played a hard game last night. They lost 1-0. They traveled back, so it's the same as us. Their top two centers won't be in the game, so they're a different type of team. Now, you could say they're not going to have as much skill. That means they're going to work harder. The other thing is, when they got up this morning, they were 2 points out of the playoffs. And I know if we were 2 points out of the playoffs, we'd be very competitive tonight.
Have a look at this group here again. 2 checking lines for sure, right here. An energy group, and this will be their skilled unit, sure. The 3 guys on the right-hand side, they're going to be active and really jumping. Let's finish our checks on them, know where the R&D zone, they're active. We can get some good turnovers here, and let's make sure we take them to the net as much as we can. Then once again, skate through the soft lock, skate through the neutral zone, and we're going to have a physical component to our game. Shutting the door, Mr. Conklin, Lidstrom, White, Franson, Datsuk, Bertuzzi. Let's go here, man. Shoot it, boys.
Drawing up the game plan is one thing. Execution on the ice is another. The team's record at home is 18-2-1, but they bring into this game a less than stellar 11-13 mark on the road.
Going into tonight's game, we want to improve our road record.
Lidstrom's got it back in the goal.
Same goes for me too. I want to play better on the road. I want to be more of a contributor on the road.
I got it! Lidstrom getting a stick in there, trying to tie him up.
Everything goes according to plan at the outset, as the Red Wings grab the game's first lead. But halfway through the first period, adrenaline is usurped by fatigue.
Goligoski scores! It leaks through!
And Dallas gets an equalizer.
A power play goal, Alex Goligoski. Go, boys! Go, boys!
Then, with the first intermission approaching, Lidstrom can't prevent the go-ahead goal from slipping through.
The Stars heading to the dressing room with a 2-1 lead.
You gotta do better, boys.
Early in the second period, the Red Wings seize on some luck to even it again.
Hitler, they score! Yeah! It's a 2-2 game on a busted play.
From there, a defensive battle ensues. And the game remains tied after 2 periods. And the same after 3.
There's the whistle.
Just seconds remain in overtime when the captain gathers his teammates together.
Start on the same side, on our sides, do the roll. We're almost 17 seconds here.
Ott wins it cleanly. Fistrick drives it down the ice. Lidstrom one final push. Up ahead to Cleary. 5 left. He'll leave it for White. White moving in. Passing off to Zetterberg. And there's the horn.
After 1,000 miles of travel and 125 minutes of hockey, Nicklas Lidstrom's back-to-back will end decisively and dramatically.
And so they get to the shootout.
The 46th game of the Detroit Red Wings season will end with a shootout against the Dallas Stars, meaning in the final moments of a grueling 36-hour stretch, defenseman Nicklas Lidstrom will look to his teammates to deliver the victory.
Let's go Red Wings! Okay, Richard Bachman. Here comes Pavel Datsyuk. Datsyuk, stick handles, he in the post. Swerving wide to his right, moving in, he shoots. No.
So close calls at both ends.
Yuri Hudler, the second Red Wings shooter.
Come on, Yuri.
Hudler coming near side. Bachman out to challenge. Hudler in, fakes, backhand, he left it and he scores.
After Yuri's acrobatics put the Red Wings up a goal, a series of saves by each goalie leads to the game's deciding moment. If Ty Conklin can stop Trevor Daley, the Red Wings will sweep the back-to-back.
Daley to extend the shootout, full head of steam. Moving in, he shoots. No. And the Red Wings beat the Stars 3-2 in the shootout in Dallas.
When you're younger, I think you take everything for granted. As you get older, I think you appreciate everything a lot more as you're getting closer to the end of your career. And I think I just try to take everything in.
Hey, how are you? Nice to meet you. I sure do appreciate you taking the time to say hello.
I even brought you a stick too. One of the this is the one, that's the one I play with tonight. So
awesome.
Good luck
so much.
Now when I'm towards the end of my career, just enjoying myself and having fun with it.
Over 36 hours, 41-year-old Nicklas Lidstrom has played 2 games in 2 cities, scored a goal, and led his team to a pair of wins, a franchise record, and first place in the NHL's Western Conference.
Love you. Big Red Wings fan.
3 more years. 3 more years.
Let's play this year out first. See what happens. All right. Once you retire, you're not going to get that same feeling back. You're not going to be able to play in front of 20,000 fans and travel the way we do and enjoy our life the way we do now when we're playing. So I'm just trying to take it all in now.
On nights like these, the man they call the perfect human doesn't ponder his accomplishments or life after hockey. That wouldn't be part of the routine, wouldn't be part of who Nicklas Lidstrom is.